Hey Sainers, and welcome to Saints TV. In this video we're going to be previewing the big game against Geelong at GMHBA Stadium on Sunday. Okay, so I've got my ticket. I'm crazy enough that I'm going. I'm pretty excited still. Catch the V line up there a couple hours early. Sandringham and Geelong VFL sides are playing, so that'll be good to see who doesn't make the cut this week, because I think there'll be a few changes from Sandy's big win in round 1 in the VFL and our last couple of weeks. Don't really need to say too much about it, but they've been just shit house. Jack Steele had 41, so I think he's a straight swap for David Armitage, who just looks basically past his best. He got roughly 13 possessions last week, which is less than what Rowan Marshall got in his second game against Jacobs, and he's in the ruck and not a midfielder who's expected to get to every contest. Jack Loney had 4 and had 27. He could be on the cusp of a game. Jade Gresham hasn't looked very good, so I think there could be an interesting selection there. And I really do think that a battle could be in the frame. He kicked 3 or 4 on the week, and he looks really good, really mobile. And maybe people are shouting for maybe a Bruce to come out. It could throw things out if we do drop a Bruce, but Battles looked very good, and maybe we could even put Bruce back. People are saying put him in defence, but I don't know what you guys think about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you think Bruce could go back. A lot of teams are throwing some of their best forwards in defence now. We haven't had a good record down in Geelong. I've been to a few games there, and we've lost them both by about 90 plus points, and this was really early days when we had the Eli Templetons and the Josh Saunders running around. So this was, I think, almost before Richo came along, and Scott Waters was, he had his couple of years there. But really not fond memories, so I don't know where I'm going again. I've kind of decided that I want to go to as many away games as I can. I haven't seen us play interstate ever, so I want to try to get to at least 60-70% of the away games this season. If any of you guys are going, it'd be great for us to all to catch up and to chat about the Saints and go to the games together, so let me know. Also, quick shout out, thanks so much for the 1,000 likes on Facebook. I think we're up to 1,050 or 1,060 now, and it's just gone by really quickly, and it's grown really quickly. And I'm loving the comments of some of you guys. This is completely separate to the Cats game, but everyone's talking about all the negative stuff, but there's a lot of positive stuff there too, and a lot of supporters have been around for 40, 50 years. Some of you guys have been around longer than I've been alive as Saints members and as Saints supporters, so it's awesome to hear your stories. So I really appreciate you sharing that with me, and hopefully we can continue to build that over the next couple of weeks and over the rest of the season and into the future. Back to the game. I've been reading on Big Footy in the Geelong section. I always like to hear what the opposition's saying, and they're as pessimistic as the Saints fans, which I'm surprised. I mean, I know they've got injuries, but at the same time, they're at their home deck, and they've got a very good record there. No matter who they play, no matter if they've got injuries or if they're full strength, they always put out good performances there because they've got the home ground advantage. They've got the crowd behind them. And the other team kind of goes there expecting, we probably won't win because we're playing Geelong in Geelong, and that's as hard a trip as any in the AFL. They are going to miss Gary Ablett. Apparently they're going to miss Henderson and a few other defenders. Duncan will come back. This is just what I'm hearing from my roommate, who's a Cats fan. So there's a bit of a rivalry this week, but he's a bit soft after the West Coast loss and the loss before that. They're in a bit of an interesting position. They could have been 0-3. They could have been lower than us on the ladder if Gawn had a kick straight, which says a lot. I mean, we're in a troublesome position ourselves, but going into this game, the Cats aren't full strength. They aren't as confident as they used to be. Maybe we can go there and shake things up if we're switched on. I think we just need to go there and just say, you know what, F this. There's nothing to fear. We need to go there and we need to play our game. Richo again said that the forward line isn't working, and 100% agreed, and Nathan Brown came out on the Sunday Footy Show and showed some really good highlights of us having easy chip options, but electing to go for the longer bomb and just the rush kick, and that just put our forwards in the wrong position when they're leading up, and then the ball's immediately going over the back. So I think that's the big thing. And obviously Ben Dixon helped the guys kick straight, mate. They've kicked 6 goals. What was it, like 10 goals, 26 in the last 2 weeks or something. It's ridiculous numbers. Like, we haven't kicked high scores, but we got more inside 50s than Adelaide. It was 54-51. People don't realise this. It was just efficiency. And this was the whole thing last year, was we're getting the ball in there, we're getting shots on goal, but we're not getting the goals. And this is what puts pressure on us, is we're constantly going inside 50, but the ball's just being rebounded because we're not converting. We've got to silence the crowd. That's the thing that always gets them up. So if we can do that early, then we're in a really good position. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Western Kilda, shit can happen. We don't know what's going to go on, but I'm going to go. Let me know if you're going. We can meet up before the game and have a chat, have a beer. I'm pretty excited just to get away from Etihad, and I think the guys should really relish this and really see that Geelong are there for the taking, and we can definitely take it to them if we're switched on. So that's the big one for me. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. Please like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, Saints TV on YouTube. We're also on Instagram. I think it's at Saints TV Official. So give us a follow in there, which would be great. We want to grow this as much as we can, and I'll put some photos on there on game day. I'll do some Instagram stories as well, and you can see more outside of just what I do on Facebook and on these videos. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you after the game.